following video contains a sickening build. A support build it hard, but it can even hold its own against the meta. Grab a paper bag before you watch this gut churner. Viewer discretion is advised.
Of seeker mine detected.
Oh, let's go. Nice DPS build, bro.
Oh, great heavens!
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o!
Detected. Hostile defender drone detected.
He slimed me.
Hilo almost at extraction zone.
Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I like it, man. I like this build.
Rogue Mender Seeker Mine detected.
Definitely good in a team.
Hostile Mender
Dog
Seeker
shit
Mine
if you're not in a
detected.
team. He clapped. He clapped.
No, it can't be!
My name?
Mr. Cheese!
Like, bro, the stuff that you're doing right now, foaming and banshee pulsing, bro, like, and shocking and everything, bro, like, honestly, dude, you should just uninstall the game, bro. You're pathetic, bro. Like, you look so pathetic right now.
Hey. Yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, hey. Bitch, I'm really him. Don't believe me? Come and see me. Got 3 wishes from my genie. Now I'm on your local TV. All on tour, got bitches screaming. Say she wanna come and see me when I'm in a local city. I'm like, pause though. Please step aside so they can see me. And I walk up in this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him. Oh God. Walking this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him. I'm the realest from my city. That's on Molly, that's on TV, that's on mamas. Nigga, don't believe me, come and see me. I been dodging niggas, dodging all that fake shit. All these niggas working, bro, but I been getting paid, bitch. All the niggas know me from the street. Niggas asking for a feature, that's like every other week. Niggas stop behind my back, I kick my feet up, have a seat. Cause at the end of the day, all these niggas watching me as I walk up in this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him. Oh God. Walking this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him. Oh God. Walk up in this bitch like, yeah, I'm really him. Talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him. Hold up. Now, walking this bitch like, hey, yeah, I'm really him, hey, hold up, talking my shit like, bitch, I'm really him, hold up.
He's him. He's actually him. Can I get a bucket of your sweat?
Imagine dying to a support build, boys.
We're all unpaid actors in some giant script that we didn't write.
Oh, not a paid actor? Oh, he got the kid off. He's setting himself on fire. What is this?
Now detecting contaminated gear.
Oh.
Contaminated gear detected.
It's fighting a couple of them. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Who's got better beams? Oh, Plum does. Is that what these people have said that they're reporting us? No, these guys. Boom.
of Seeker Mine. An agent disconnected. An agent needs assistance. System restored. Nearby agent has become serious trauma detected. Sniper turret detected.
Boom!
Yeah, big bada boom.
Bada boom!
Turn and burn, turn and burn, turn and burn.
Hostile Seeker Hive. Contaminated gear detected. Manhunt now in effect.
When I say turn and burn, you turn and burn, regardless.
Yes, Daddy. Daddy!
Owner's armor. Come on, damage boys. There we are. Easy.
System rack. Rogue defender drone.
Just I'll give him bonus armor from over
System
here.
disrupted.
Look at that, saved his life. It's out here saving lives.
System restored.
One agent at a time.
High value target detected.
I like it a lot. I don't know how many years on this earth I got left. I'm gonna get real weird with it. Make a mess.
embarrassing. Plum here, g'day champions, how's it going, and welcome back to another Division 2 build video. This is a freaking awesome build. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's great for PvE, especially for Countdown, but it's also a cracking top tier build for PvP. On the surface, you might think it's just another standard support build, but it's even taken down double companion players in a one-on-one situation. This is a double cheeseburger kind of build, extra cheese, hold the meat and buns thanks. We've got a crazy amount of crowd control in this build, crippling our opponents, making them nothing more than human targets. We buff our team's damage while nerfing our enemies. We provide a small amount of team repair, but that's nothing compared to the insane amount of survivability we have in the form of bonus armor. Nearly 1 million bonus armor every 10 seconds, but we also have a nice little security blanket of even more bonus armor from our chest talent. The gameplay doesn't lie, champions. It's a cheesy build that works in both PvE and PvP, and it's going to make everyone you fight really mad. But I 100% guarantee the amount of hate you get by using this build will be outweighed by the amount of bloody fun you have. But before we get stuck into the build, welcome back to all you amazing subscribers. If you are new to the channel and you're enjoying the content, you know what to do, pull your finger out and give that sub button a click. Make sure you engage with this video, a like, a share, a comment, it all helps with the magic and the wizardry of the YouTube algorithm. Doing all this stuff is going to help the channel and our amazing community grow. And don't forget to check me out on all my other socials including Twitch, Discord, Facebook, the works. All the links are in the description below. Righto champions, let's check out my St. ELMO'S True Patriot Perfect Galvanize build. No reds, 6 blues, no skill tiers, sitting at 1.9 million armor. Now if we were fully to expertise all our armor gear, we'd be just over that 2 million armor. The build itself is pretty simple and easy to piece together. The backpack was probably the hardest piece to get. As you can see, we're using 4 pieces of the True Patriot gear set, the tardigrade chest, and 1 piece electric. This is how I've got mine set up. Feel free to tweak and adjust as you feel fit. For the specialization, I am using Gunner, but honestly, play around with each specialization yourself and work out what works for you. The main reason I'm wanting to use Gunner is for the Banshee Pulse. This is going to disorientate and confuse enemies, which is just one method of proccing our backpack talent to get nearly 1 million bonus armor. Also, it's kind of hilarious to see players stumbling around trying to retreat from the fight. The armor kit's not bad either, it's going to repair 100% of our armor and give us 30% bonus armor for 10 seconds. For our primary weapon, we've gone with the new St. ELMO'S.
Sometimes the most beautiful and dangerous phenomenon is natural.
This gun is freaking cheesy, but I love it. We have expertise it to level 15, so we're getting 30% base weapon damage. Now because of our True Patriot bonuses, we now have 91 rounds in our mag. Disgusting. The talent Actum established. Shooting an enemy with this weapon will give you 1 stack. At 100 stacks, the next magazine will fill with shock ammo. In PvE, this is just too easy. In PvP, it's easy, but it can take a little bit more work. You can get these stacks from NPCs, players, and even skills. Once we get full stacks, because of True Patriot, we're going to have 91 shock rounds. Disgusting. Shock rounds at the moment, they are everywhere, but they are easy to counter. Shocking a target will also proc our backpack talent, and it's going to provide us and our team members that are within 30 meters of that target 50% of our armor back as bonus armor. So not only have you stopped a player dead in their tracks and turned them into a human shooting target, you've also given yourself and your team members more survivability. For the secondary on this setup, I've got an MK16, but you could really use anything you like. The talent I like to have on hand is Sledgehammer. Dealing damage with a grenade to a target will add a mark. That marked target will then take 30% more damage and gets a minus 20% movement speed. Again, this is just one that I have. If you wanted to use a different gun and a different talent as your backup, you definitely could. And for the pistol, I've got a TDI card for that +1 skill tier. This is definitely going to help with our skill and our status duration, as well as our skill cooldowns. The talent that we've got on this one is Perpetuation. Headshots grant 50% status effect damage and duration to the next applied status. You do need this gun in your hand while you're applying that status effect. Don't think you can proc this and then swap to those nasty shock rounds. Come on, we ain't that cheesy. But honestly, most of the time you're going to be using the St. ELMO'S, and I definitely think that's one item that truly makes this build. So they're the guns I've been using. Now, what's on the build? The mask is our first piece of 4 pieces of the True Patriot gear set. We get plus 20 ammo capacity, plus 30 mag size, which allows us to have a 91 round mag on the St. ELMO'S. And in turn, that lets us have 91 rounds of dirty, filthy shock ammo. And the 4-piece bonus is red, white, and blue. Every 2 seconds, enemies shoot receive a stacking debuff of red, white, and blue. Red amplifies the enemy's damage taken by 8%. For white, shooting an enemy repairs the attacking agent's armor by 2% once every second. It's not much, but it can definitely help in some situations. And blue decreases the enemy's damage dealt by 8%. So red and blue are buffs for ourselves and our team, while nerfing our opponent's damage. And the last part of the talent is full flag. Enemies that die while they're under all 3 debuffs create a 5 meter explosion, dealing damage equal to their total health and armor pool. That's just pure fireworks, baby. Big bada boom, as they say. Not gonna lie, clearing a whole team with that True Patriot explosion is just magical. For the mask's attributes, we've gone with max armor, status effect, and I've gone with a skill haste mod. The mods are pretty flexible because we're not worrying about crits. Speccing into some skill haste will help reduce our skill cooldowns. Stacking status effect on this build is going to help prolong the duration of all the status effects, whether it's the shock rounds from our St. ELMO'S or other statuses applied through our skills. In other words, the more status, the more cheese, the more hate. For the chest piece, we've gone with the exotic chest piece, which is the tardigrade armor system.
An evolution of the reactive armor concept, ablative nanoplating was initially designed as a prototype technology for self-repairing heat shields on aircraft repeatedly entering and exiting planetary atmospheres.
It's got max armor, explosive resistance, armor regen, and we've got another skill haste mod. Whenever you or an ally's armor breaks, they gain 80% of your armor back as bonus armor for 10 seconds. That's nearly 1.5 million bonus armor in PvE. However, this does decrease to 40% bonus armor in PvP. But that's still like 750k bonus armor. If you do spend the time and the resources to expertise all your armor, this is definitely going to increase. Using this in combination with that 50% bonus armor we can proc from our backpack talent, it's just a nice flow of survivability, not only for our teammates, but also ourselves. You all saw those one-on-one clips against DPS players and double companion builds. I shouldn't be able to do that with this build, but I can. For the holster, it's our second piece of True Patriot. We've got max armor and status effect. The True Patriot gear, honestly, it's really easy to farm for. It's always going to drop with a core armor roll, so you can just roll on status effect. This one even dropped with max armor. How easy is that? For the knee pads, it's our third piece of True Patriot. Again, another one that dropped with max armor, so I just rolled on max status effect. And the gloves are going to be the fourth piece of True Patriot. I did need to optimize these ones, but again, max armor and max status effect. And the last piece on the build is going to be the new named electric backpack, Leviosa, however you want to say it.
You're saying it wrong. It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
The electric brand set's going to give us 10% status effect. We've got max armor, skill haste, even more status effect, and a skill haste mod. Honestly, this piece did take a little while to get these rolls on, but it's definitely been worth it. The talent is perfect galvanize. Applying a blind, ensnare, confuse, or shock to an enemy will grant 50% of your armor as bonus armor to you and all of your allies within 30 meters of that enemy for 10 seconds. That 30 meter range is huge. nearly as huge as that 50% bonus armor. Having multiple ways of applying a variety of different status effects, I feel is key on this build. We all know that St. ELMO'S applies a shock, so then just pick skills that apply other status effects. One thing I did notice when testing this build out is that the blind from trauma does proc galvanize. However, the blinder firefly doesn't. I've reported this one to the dev team, but it's yet to be on the Trello board. So that's the guns and the gear on the build. Now, my personal preference when it comes to the skills might be different to yours. I'm loving the Banshee Pulse for that confuse. It makes players stumble around like they've had one too many beers. The Banshee Pulse will proc Galvanize, and any of our teammates that are within 30 meters of that target will gain nearly 1 million bonus armor. The actual skill cooldown for this one is at 19 seconds, which means there's only a 9-second window of not being able to get bonus armor from this skill. That's where using your second skill comes in really handy. And we're going to be using the Riot Foam. Again, this is another skill that's going to proc Galvanize again and immobilize a target. Try not to foam yourself in the process though, because that can kind of be embarrassing. And oh no, we've been jammed, or all our skills are on cooldown. Whatever will we do? Well, champions, you've still got those shock rounds to tag them up. Juggling all your status effects and skills and getting into the habit of applying them at the correct time can take some practice. So don't just go running in there with your eyes closed, spraying foam and hoping. That's only going to result in one way, and that's a trip back to the checkpoint. So that's the build, champions. No fine print needed because we know we have no critical damage on the build. We have a little bit of weapon damage from our gear and our upgrades, but our main source is through our True Patriot gear set and being able to nerf and disable our opponents completely. You will be praised in PvE for having an outstanding build that helps the whole team. You will get hate for using this in PvP from sad crybabies that don't want to change or evolve their builds or playstyle. Regardless, you will with 100% have a lot of bloody fun using this build. So what do you reckon? Are you going to be a champion and have a crack at my St. ELMO'S True Patriot Perfect Galvanized build for both PvP and PvE? What modifications would you make? Let me know down below. So that's going to wrap it up for this one, champions, and like always, show your content creators your support, like, share, comment, and subscribe. All this kind of stuff really does help support myself and the channel, and I'll catch you all in the next one. I'm Plum out.